to look forward to. Rushley, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is ready and waiting to display his observing prowess. Winstrike the same in the server. It's going to be Bondic, Elian, Hobbit, Krizen, and Lackey starting on the T side of Nuke. And on the defense is Team Spirit. Will we get some more of that bursts of aggression once they get the weapons in their hands? Well, you have to have a pistol before we find out, and a top sight hit is on the card, straight out from Krizen, and I'm talking out of the server. It's Mir, but the bomb did go down.
Hobbit has the C4 on his back here, and he's going to go for the quick plant, but it looks like Idis balance. That's a lovely little shot. Magix will be trying to get towards Ramp and Chopper. He can't deny the plant, so Elian and Hobbit remain, but now just a 1 versus 4. Not going to happen. So a good plant, all things considered. They lose everyone quite early on, so Hobbit getting the bomb down certainly helps them going forward here. They can bring out the AK-47s if they want to, round number 2, or go for Galils across the board. A lot of teams leaning towards that. Maps like Nuke, rifle, armor,
with
and
the plant as well?
Exactly. That's what they can really go for here. I like that. I think that's the best setup, in my opinion, for a team. And if you've got a couple of crazy star players, maybe go for the 2 AK-47s. I think the Galil and armor is the best pair here. Yeah,
and you can even, throw in a cheeky SMG if you need a couple more nades for your plan. For now, round 2, we do see, wow, they've got 4 M4s round 2, folks. They want to go hard.
So they're either preparing themselves for round number 3, or they'll just fight them off here against the Desert Eagles and have no problems. They're the Galils, as expected. So 3 Galils coming forward, a scout as well, a Desert Eagle for Krizen to make sure he has some utility. And this is why they have the M4s now. So either way, they are prepared for either situation. You've got M4s and helmets.
Just don't go down early close quarters. Wow. That's mission 1. Mir's having no issues with that, rocking the M4A1. And actually, he's caught a scout bullet. Might cause him to be a little more passive. Elian hitting a good shot. Doesn't have to overextend here. He's already lost 2 teammates in the process. Bondic's holding a nice little angle, but he's been caught by some Die Young trying to play the broken angle through the door. Instead, he falls, and now a 2 versus 5 with Spirit off to a flying start.
Yeah, Mir even got that first kill completely through the smoke there. Hobbit didn't even have a chance. So this one should be mopped on up with relative ease. Krizen will find Mir. That's a good frag to take. But we know if they're unable to plant the bomb right now, it will have to be the full eco next round from Winstrike. So they need to take some territory.
Certainly, and it doesn't look good for them. They've been locked in towards outside. Krizen on 34 HP. Elian, well, just a scout, and there's no reason for Spirit to challenge this. They've got the bomb sites under their remit. 4 versus 2. We've got Chopper on the hard flank as well. A double stack towards main entrance as well, as Chopper looks to strike them down here from the silo. Nice little work there. It's going to be the low HP player, and just Elian remains now. Has got to silence them 4, but no one really needs to hunt him down. So there it is. It will be some Diana to close things out. And as Chad mentioned, full eco on the agenda now. Oh, there it is. The first body has been shot.
Yes.
We do like to create some storylines here as well. You got any gossip for this one, Chad?
No, I have no gossip. But you know who does have gossip? Twitter. So if you have any, send it our way.
Even if it's fake, just make some storylines up. We'll put them in.
We want to get involved in this here. So if SDY, he's a lovely guy, but if it turns out that he just really hates Hobbit, who is also a lovely guy, let us know.
We'll, Two lovely guys.
We'll stir the pot.
We'll make it sound like a great story.
Trust me, the interview, it's a very powerful thing. It's very vulnerable personalities there. You suggest something to them, they might believe it. It's going to be fine. Here we go, MP9s. Towards the heart of this point, Magic's looking for multiple frags, and he's certainly delivering. Looking for that third. 1 bullet will do it. Farming tons of money here. That's going to be $1,800 in the bag.
Did you guys practice your gun noises last night? Alex did say.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this is what it sounds like when Magix is mopping up all those eco kills.
Yeah.
He's slurping them up. He's out there. He's like an anteater, you know?
Ka-ching. Just sucking up the dollars, I would say, Chad. All the green taken into his system there as we get into round number 4. We are going to see Winstrike with guns available, and we'll have 4 AK-47s. The AWP out early. You don't normally see that on the T side of Nuke, to be honest with you. So Elian, I'm sure he's going towards outside. Could go for a fast ramp pick as well. But for now, I would assume it's going to be the former.
Maybe squeaky door.
Yeah,
he loves a bit of that.
That's an option. Oh, here we go. He was going to go towards outside, but maybe someone else has a different idea. It's going to be squeaky door to watch for the cross. No one there. Can actually peek towards main from Squeaky as well. Try to use any gaps he can find here. So in terms of the ramp setup, Chopper with a Galil towards that area, and he will have a bit of activity momentarily. You can see, just got the smoke down deep for now. Bit of a throwaway grenade there for Krizen, but just in case he's close behind the smoke.
It's not a bad gun to have at ramp, actually, the Galil. Sure, he will upgrade to an M4 and an AK when he can, but those extra 5 bullets versus a rush should be pretty good.
Honestly, the Galil operates very similar to the M4. Less power, but in terms of spray control, like it's a similar weapon, and yeah, 5 bullets extra is actually pretty decent. We'll see him trying on to ramp. He'll probably be very conservative, I'd imagine. It's not the most ideal weapon for sure, but getting boosted up, I love that. That's a really smart idea. With that Galil, for reasons we just stated, this is a great place to be.
And mid-round as well is great. The fact that he hasn't just had to sit up there from the very beginning means he's been able to play in transition. We're getting these L-frame smokes coming in right here. Mir doing his absolute best to put them out, but that's actually going to catch him off guard. Hobbit finds the opening and yard control is granted. If Chopper's still boosted, this could be magnificent.
See if it's going to work out for them. We said this could be a very potent boost. I assume it'll be checked, but now this is beautiful. Idis balance, he just needs to stay alive. I suggest he's dropping down. I would have liked that one kill to have left it there, but this is what we've been waiting for. The Galil needs to deliver here. Gets 2 kills. The bomb goes down. He brings it back to an equal situation here. With 15 seconds on the clock, Hobbit, he'll be heading down towards lower. That's where they have to finish up, really. And we'll keep our eye on Elian here. He's got the bomb, as we'll see him try and get it planted. You can see plenty of time to actually get the C4 down. Both of the defense are heading from Secret. So this kill might even decide the round here. Hobbit, he's going to need at least one. Delivers on his promise there, and it looks absolutely fine to close this round out.
Kind of like that he destroyed the doors. It does make Shadow less of a powerful position because he can jiggle away without the sound cue. However, Hobbit, yeah, this crossfire is so well established now. Sumdai Young, his pause has cost him. Hobbit's frag does look like it could have determined the round, just as you prophesized. The smoke isolating the duel onto Hobbit. He'd have to get this one cleanly. And he can't.
That was a good try. Did the best with the bad situation right there. Team Spirit, after losing that opening pick in yard, they actually had to gamble. You could see eye disbalance in transition there. It looked like he had done enough, but just that late lurk from Hobbit down the secret position was more than enough for them to know that they could plant safely. And this kill right here, as Henry said, that was basically it. As soon as they were able to get that crossfire set up, the round was almost done and dusted. But the buy will come back on out. Team Spirit doing their best to farm cash within the first 3 rounds can get their buy on the board. AWP out for eye disbalance now, so we'll get to see the 2 of Elian and eye disbalance going toe-to-toe.
First round found for Winstrike. The AWP continues to spot outside here, but plenty of money for Team Spirit. Idis balance actually playing more defensive with the AWP towards heaven this time. You can watch him from the aircon unit, and Hobbit managed to open things up in the previous round, but no activity there from the CTs this time.
It's nice to take a moment just to see what sounds are actually heard from the various CT positions. Elian was heard dismounting off of the silo. He currently holds outside. Crizin with them late outside smokes. So around the 60-second mark, they decide to deploy, and it looks like they'll be behind them this time. Perhaps even in front of them. They have that option as well. Molly secret, smoke onto the Molly. And now they've got themselves a wall. I think that CT Incendiary could very well have created a gap for Mir. It's what he's hoping to exploit. It's so minor, though. He has got a tiny gap. Spotted by Lackey. There you go. Fantastic. It works out in favor of the T's as they now descend en masse towards the lower side.
He tried to do that in their last Nuke game as well, and I think he got the same level of punishment there. So maybe not the correct option to dealing with the L-frame smokes coming in from
especially when they hear a smoke land on the Molotov as well. It's always going to be checked and pre-fired, and this is looking very good for Winstrike now. Magic's will pull one back, but Idis balance burning to a crisp there at the ramp room. Open runway towards lower. No CTs down that. I think they're going to save as it is. So Winstrike, another late plan, but it's the round guaranteed here. There's no chance the CTs can even think about going for this one. So another great play there, down towards lower once more.
Yeah, it might be the change-up from Team Spirit coming in the future where they go hyper-aggressive in that yard position. We did talk about it in the pre-match about their last Nuke game. You had Idis balance pushing out towards the red container. I think Mir was getting up close and personal under the silo, and they were locking down yard attacks before they could even come on in. That completely negates smoke walls. It takes it out of the equation. The only risk right there is it becomes an all-in situation. So if you lose those fights, you basically lose the round, and the remainder of your teammates left scrambling for territory, trying to hope that they can run into some angry T's.
Well, this is looking very good for Winstrike now. They are going to be keeping 4 alive. You can see they don't really take any damage there towards the window room. So bear that in mind. As we'll see, Idis balance safety AWP. Money is running a little bit thin, but Chopper can afford himself. So they have got one more decent round in the back after winning the pistol. It was a 3-0 star for Team Spirit. But Winstrike battle back with a couple, and we are off to the races in terms of finding a very competitive game here. Winstrike look like they've got their tactics ready and waiting. They are the team that picked Nuke as well. So Team Spirit have got their work cut out for them. And Alien, once again, every gun run is on his AWP, so it's where they want to be.
It's very simple stuff that they're doing here. It's nothing crazy. You know, they're just doing basic smoke walls, waiting out early aggression from the CTs, and then playing as a pack. And, well, that's the type of Counter-Strike we do love to see, at least when the trades are working.
Oh, here we go. iDisbalance in a prime position. Through the wicked, so no damage done. He's down to 3 HP, and now Chopper rotating in. He'll be Molotov'd out. They've got full ramp control, an open kill as well there in the Film of Mir, and at this stage, they don't really have to do too much. Nice Molotov from Hobbit. The nade might actually do enough there. I think it will. Absolutely. Fantastic work from him, and he continues his assault. Magix will meet him, but that's fine. Plenty of time here and information for the T's.
Trying to take some space, though. Magix descends to decon. He'll be able to perhaps catch them as they fight ramp, and he's looking for the info. They have yet to cross. He keeps the door open, though. That is an avenue that they'll have to respect. And it's worked out wonderfully. Eyes drawn towards it as they will smoke it off.
I like this. They know that they had enough utility to isolate the CTs instead of going for window control.
Oh. Not far off for his lineup. You could see he was tucking in for it, but safe plan.
So Magix will pull one back. The incendiaries don't do too much. I was about to say, that looks like a crazy good lineup, but didn't really land in shadow or do much for them at all, to be honest with you. 3-on-3. Chopper's got a bit of a freebie here. He seems to spot the barrel. Yes, indeed. Elian surely goes down now with that frag from Magix as well as to be the perfect distraction. Crizzen left towards shadow. They might consider they Molotov this, but it's a nice free fire from Sundai Young. Team Spirit back on the board with 3 players surviving.
It's a big round to win right there, and considering the circumstances, considering Hobbit had all of that impact, obviously the nade onto iDisbalance down near the double doors, and the freebie onto Mir while the rotation was coming in, the fact that they were able to turn that round around, that's impressive stuff from Spirit. You can see here, grabbing the spam kill onto Bondik, one of the very important frags to facilitate this retake.
That spam, more often than not, connects, doesn't it? It seems to be very efficient. We saw Forrest do it last week as well. Seems to be always a go-to when you have the AK-47 available on the CT side.
Just want to keep our eyes out on Mir, guys. He has dropped first in the last 3 rounds.
Yeah, good call. He has, hasn't he? One of the star players of the squad as well. As said by Blade, he expects Mir to be one of the big names of this region.
It's going to get done again. Oh, iDisbalance with the save right there. Mir tucking him very close. We've highlighted before in a very electronic-esque way, the way he dances around that aggressive smoke there to go for some early info.
So this time the opening kill for Winstrike. I mean, for Team Spirit against Winstrike, as Elliot will be removed as well. That's iDisbalance, who was finding a free kill, it looked like there. He was scoped in on the railings.
It must have been the scoping thing, because otherwise, Disbalance just walking in. You know, Chad's trained me so well to feel and identify left eye peaks, and he actually looked like to have the advantage in that one, despite peeking from that left side. I think it was just a case of Elian being scoped in and, ooh, excuse me, losing my balance. 5 versus 3, 5, or rather 50 seconds left for the Winstrike boys to piece this together. Still just locked in lobby. Smoked off of ramp, a flash top site will catch them, but there's no one going on that.
This is good. Team Spirit have turtled up now. They're playing a more passive setup with the opening frags. Defending the bomb sites, giving teams enough room here, and well, with a perfect off angle, iDisbalance will grab another.
Don't think there's much chance for Winstrike now. iDisbalance on for the ace. As Lackey and Crizzen remain here, they've got a couple of smokes, a Molotov, and their options very limited, to be honest with you. As Crizzen, have a look towards lower. That's about all they really can do. Best option, I guess, head towards the lower side, smoke off double doors and decon, and see if you can get that 1 frag required. Lower actually has 3 CCs waiting within it. So that's going to be Chopper, Magix, and indeed Mir. Oh, thank you, Rush. You always keep up with my voice. It's always nice of him. He makes sure that I look like I know what I'm talking about.
He's always listening, is Rushley.
I bet when he goes to bed at night, he just hears our voices. I know when I close my eyes at night, I just see this video game, so...
Well, unfortunately for us, we talk about it all day, then go home and play it all night, go to bed, wake up, do this again. So I love it, but at the same time, there's nothing but Counter-Strike in our lives right now.
Yeah.
Which has been the case for the last 20 years, to be honest with you. But I'm still just noticing
We're still going.
Yeah.
It's surprising.
Still see it.
Haven't got anything else in my life, but I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
If there is a love of our life, it would be this video game because, well, the other parts, they seem to come and go quite quickly.
Yeah, Valve just doesn't put out very often. That's the problem.
But when they do, oh, is it delicious?
Oh my God, we've nerfed the Krieg.
Yeah,
that's enough. That keeps me going until Christmas.
That brought my love for the game right back.
Yeah.
I was getting a bit sick of it. The Krieg, it was like, we can't even discuss strategies anymore. Every team could be bailed out with the Krieg. Now we're back. Now the game looks good. We're getting these big upsets as everything settles once again. Can't wait to be back on LAN. It's going to be a great time to Counter-Strike, and now we can refine strategies and synergy within the team, which we're seeing a lot of from the lower names here on the road to Rio. Winstrike getting ready for the upper assault. This is a 4 spike. See, they're fully invested with Tech-9s, 1 AK, the AWP, and Krizen. He'll lead the charge towards ramp. Chopper gets the dink off, but that's about it. He'll get binged right back. As we see Idis Balance pull one towards the 4-on-4.
They'll take the rifle happily. Bondik descending the lower side. Magix, he's in a pretty tough spot. He's going to have to try and inflict as much damage as he can. Pressure from all sides, and he will eventually fall. It's down to Sumdai Young. This is looking very good for Winstrike now. Need a frag back. Sumdai Young's the one to find it. Bondik, oh, caught in movement. Sumdai Young happy to finish the job. Magix did start, and Mir's the one to finish it off. They handle it with at ease in the end.
Yeah, they mauled that, right? They were more than happy to fight. They didn't want to give Winstrike territory to set up post-plant positions, so by opening the doors, continuing to juke and jive around, they stopped them from stabilizing and even getting the bomb down. So right now, Winstrike should be taking a save.
You would assume so, considering...
Eagles can come out, right?
Yeah, with the loss bonus, yeah, 3,400 next round, definitely. Maybe even a cheeky Galil in the mix. They'll go for just the Deagles, so. 2 players as well, Kevlar, that's Lackey and Elian. They're going to have a ton of money going forward, especially to get their bomb down here, but that's unlikely with no grenades. That one's going to hurt. Lands in the pocket of Elian there, and they'll continue their push towards outside. There's any kills they can find at this point would be a victory in its own right. 2 would be ideal, 3 would be amazing. Bomb down as a bit of a victory considering the context of the round.
Oh, almost 2 for 1 right there. Didn't realize teas were on sale today.
Bog off. That's what we used to say. We used to think it was really hilarious.
Buy one, get one free, Chaz. Got away with that British saying.
You guys, oh, okay, you turned it into an acronym.
Well, I think so, yeah. But also, I feel like I'd tell people to bog off before I was swearing. You know, like, oh, bog off, mate.
All right.
When did you start swearing?
It was like kind of an active decision I made when I stopped going to church.
So
I was
when
like,
you were
right, now I'm
23?
going to use the naughty words.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was about
You're
20.
in esports, you thought this is
yeah,
fine.
you know, I was like after Katowice 2019, I was like, you know what?
Stop going to church.
I'm going to start saying the naughty words.
You haven't looked back?
I haven't looked back.
We had an acronym that one of our television networks used to sell more subscriptions, and it was like EFS. It like stood for End of Financial Year Sales.
Sounds really dreary.
Yeah, and they pushed it real hard.
God,
it was a whole campaign.
It just sounds like grey personified.
That's all right. I think my...
Look at the aggression. Mir gets away with this a lot, and he's got Disbalance to support him. It's worked again. Elian was ready for it. He spotted him on the jump. No, he didn't, and he loses his life because of it. Punished. 2 early frags. This is what we were talking about. The CT aggressions, and now the counter from Bondik is met by Magix.
I like this a lot. Team Spirit, they're certainly looking sharp today. As I mentioned, this team are going to be hungry. They want to prove themselves, get the top of this group. This is a big tournament. And Spirit are the front runners so far. Chopper looking to maintain that position as Idis Balance will chime in as well. Looking for the clean sweep. Not quite going to find that, but Krizen good as dead. 29 HP, locked in towards the trophy room. And with a minute remaining, I think his days are numbered. Team Spirit really are starting to come to life here. And remember, this is Winstrike's pick as well. They haven't really shown as much in terms of tactical prowess. We've seen some great shots from Hobbit towards outside, the L-block smokes, stuff you expect, but nothing has really caught my eye as of yet.
I've never really seen Bondik not fragging.
That's a good point.
This is an extreme silence
0-9
from him at the moment. He's coming into round 12 looking for his first still. We saw him caught by Magix, but admittedly, this death was after 2 of his teammates had already died, looking to find the equalizer of the odds, and a great final frag from Magix as well. So we're back into it. Winstrike trying to really piece anything together on their T side. It's certainly not too late, and now this worked before. Will it work again? Gets down.
I do like getting down the vent, especially with a Tech-9. Can be a lot of fun. We'll see whether they can make anything of it. Hobbit, it's not his first time down here. We've seen him in a few rounds having some successful attempts, but what can he do from this spot now? Does he go towards windows, try and backstab towards ramp? For now, holding down there by himself. He'll be joined by Chopper and Mir. What are you up to, my friend? I couldn't tell you what that was about.
I think they calmed it was a hard top.
The gun out, unable to shoot approach, a little bit weird, but they are pulling it back. And towards upper we go. They've managed to find an AK-47. I dare say this will get a kill. Oh, lovely work from Sumdai Young there. Well handled considering that scrappy kill. Questionable maneuver from Mir, giving away an AK, but still it's recovered. And then he give one away. So it's not even worth talking about, really.
Bondik still doesn't have a frag.
That's also, yeah, 0010. I'm not even sure that's an agent anymore. That's like an intern.
Discontinued.
Intern. Hello and welcome to the Secret Service.
Like, we haven't got your call number.
meeting with James will be at 5 p.m.
And he's called James Bond Dick.
What, James Bond Dick? Oh, damn, we
it all
missed an
works out.
opportunity. Damn it, yeah. Golden,
Yeah,
remember that
he was
one?
actually 007. We could have got James Bond in. What have we done? I thought to myself, I overused that joke too much. We'll leave it. And he's called James Bloody Bondick. God, that was the one. And here we go, back in the action. This time Mir with the AK once more. Aggressive once again,
Watch
Chad.
this
This is
balance.
a very upfront approach from Spirit.
Yeah, I think it's the right approach here. Bondic will get his first kill, but if they stop them from getting into bomb sites, they don't have to worry about those janky post-plant situations that we saw earlier on when Winstrike were able to get territory. Mir was being dictated to outside. Remember, he dropped the opening kill 3 rounds in a row from rounds, I believe it was 4 to 6. And now that they're taking the fight to them, this is where you can actually just see the individual prowess of this Spirit roster thriving and flourishing here because they're destroying Winstrike right now. This should be 10-2.
It looks like, yep. Vaki throwing a smoke and T-spawn in the 4-on-2. Phew, doesn't instill me with confidence right now. But let's see what the smoke will do for him. Just like, will that help? Will that do
Everybody
anything?
look at me.
Is that going to do much for you? I've thrown up.
Well, these are the new boys, so let's wait and see. They probably think about Counter-Strike a little bit differently, right?
I'm definitely happy to be proven wrong. It just seemed like a bit of a waste of this smoke, if I'm being honest with you.
He just happened to be in T-spawn. He saw that the smoke would go near where his teammate was trying to find a frag, and yeah, didn't quite materialize into anything productive.
Ladder's not a bad shout.
Two could come from the ladder. Is there anyone rafters holding it?
No, I don't think so.
No, we've got one lower holding heaven. That's some Die Young, and he's got 20 seconds, so this is a perfect time to drop the smoke.
I like that a lot. This is a great pick from Mir as well. A little bit too aggressive my liking, but he's making it work.
Bloody hell.
Knife him.
He can't win, so he'll save the orb by the looks of things here. The bomb's already down, so this is all in vain, I'm afraid. If he dies here, there'll be a little bit.
Oh, he missed.
How has he missed that?
He hit the, looks like the light, and it bounced back down.
To be fair, every time I throw a Molotov out there, the bloody thing falls down that hole.
Almost
ladder every time.
hole.
Chad just looks at me and said he couldn't do it if he tried.
Yeah.
Every time he played Nuke, it goes up in there. This Molotov falls down.
You're
does
bouncing
nothing.
off the vent, and like just as everyone else does, but it just
Like
pivots.
it looks perfect, and I just hear it just fall all the way down. And I was like, right, okay.
So he's moving and shooting here. Now, I've learned that that's not supposed to be. Yeah, this is what we're talking about. This is the hole. It's like if Robot Wars was kind of Molotov-based,
Josh, go back into top side for me.
that would be the trap.
That's a great
Right,
reference.
and
I know
just
exactly what you
look
mean.
Up at
Thank you.
look up at the top of heaven. Okay, so what it looked like he's landed off of was that bit. Keep going
The
up.
squarey bit.
The squarey bit right there.
Yeah,
and
instead of the straighty bit.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
makes sense. So you
potentially.
bounce off the roof, and that's where it lands on the ledge, and it's always mostly fine. But if you're over a squeaky, for example, you have to just lob it in there like I normally do, bounced off. That's when it goes down the hole.
And that's where it's always so baffling that it seems to hit down the gap every single
You'd
time.
think 1 out of 10 times
Yeah.
to catch a break, but either way, seems to certainly have, as we see, an incredibly weak buy for Winstrike here. Sure, they have Galils and AKs and all, but on Nuke, this is such a difficult one to work with. You need the utility just to get you in the round, to get you control of the map. And they're going to have to use most of it just to get secret control if that's where they're heading. I would say probably not.
Looks like they're going back to what they were doing earlier, where they had Hobbit trying to isolate Mir outside. The problem is the utility that Henry's spoken about. They don't have enough. Whatever they do here, they kind of have to commit to. So it looks like we'll just see the early posture. Nothing too crazy. People might be wondering why Elian does this. It's so he doesn't get picked from behind the CT boxes here.
Yeah, crouching will give you a few more pixels of room. You'll see it on Dust 2 in the B side, for example, looking at the floor, the back box. You're able to get away with it. Looking up, they'll spot the top of your head. Similar idea here.
Do you know what? I think they threw that Molotov short deliberately so that the person could try and have a look over it from secret and Elian would be ready for it. That's nice. No one was there. No one was ready. Magic's, I don't know if he's actually can see anything necessarily. There's a lot of CTs ready to mow them down here. And Mir, oh my God, just through the smoke he even finds Lackey.
That's not bad at all. Team Spirit are up for it today. This is the Team Spirit you want to watch. They're looking great. And I think Winstrike are throwing them on their map pick. It's really working out for them. And they're looking for 11-2 here. And my God, I think they've got it. Elian, Bondic, with 25 seconds remaining. Magic's with full control of the bomb as well. He'll upgrade to the AK-47. And another chance to save 2 times in a row now for Elian.
Rush, you want to show them the new cameras and we can show them why we were thinking they're good positions? Okay, so this one here, guys, those aim map smokes, when we see the ones
like
coming
that,
towards...
yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, so that when they're coming fast
So when you see those
towards ladder.
particular smokes come down, you can go to this camera and see what's going on. Yeah.
Okay. Why has he done that for?
I was trying to work it out. I was like, why would you make a load of noise and put yourself in a vulnerable position when you're on silo, which seems safe?
That's the other camera position for people who are playing what we used to call red pole back in 1.6.
There used to be the pipe at the back, right?
Yeah,
I hate just calling it warehouse because it's such a huge space. I think I need to get more specific.
Yeah, you do. You definitely, with most calls
like
for
red
everybody.
box or something, like warehouse red.
So I guess if you had a player who you saw doing it all the time, that's why you have teams naming after players.
Yeah.
But you have to get creative with names. Like, for example, the solo box on the top site of Inner, we used to call that Mushroom.
Yeah,
why? It doesn't make any sense.
But it doesn't matter. It's a word,
stands
and you know
out.
what it
Yeah,
means.
exactly. All right, faster pace here.
I like this from Lackey. Oh dear. He's kind of been rumbled now and he's got 10 bullets left to try and survive. If he goes for a reload, whoa, Elian's got him safe. And now that reload can come in. And maybe not the end of the story for Lackey's Mac 10.
Yeah, they've still got a lot of heavy lifting to do, though. 2 Mac 10s, Galils, and they're saved AWP. It's a full investment as well. They need this round. They know it. 13-2 will just not do. Team Spirit are looking way too sharp, and it's just the opening kill. Fortunately, it's on one of the heavy hitters. Mir, who currently reads as 1337 in the scoreboard. I like that. It's pretty cool. Chopper. Oh, we'll just get a very comfortable frag there. Lackey just doesn't even check CT spawn.
The really positive thing about where he's playing right now is he can drop even further back into CT spawn and deny ladder. But if he goes down like that, there'll be no denying ladder control.
That's a really nice angle found by Elian. And Disbalance spotting the cross of the AWPer. So he'll say one down secret. That's the information being conveyed. But Elian bides his time. He knows Magix is going to get interested. They've played this so well. And they are going to be taking it. Krizen catching some Dayoung's lobby push. Puts Disbalance down in the low site. Wondering where it all went wrong. They take top. Call it clear, and the bomb is on its way on the back of Elian.
So Galils and Mac 10s seem to be the formula. I guess mainly the AWP, considering got 3 kills, was the secret to that round. But Elian has been purchasing that weapon time and time again. Finally, it works out for him. That's a huge round. They desperately needed it, and it might even lead to another. They actually have a decent haul of cash going forward now, considering they've upgraded to rifles, and they've got 4 players surviving. Disbalance looks like he's almost certainly going down. I've got an inkling, though, that he's going to be checking this one, and maybe even pre-firing this bomb. Let's see. Oh, he's thinking about it.
He was, and he's still ready for it. He's going to get both of them. Damn, Disbalance is on today. I think he's even considering going for this one. He's got 9 HP. Okay.
I was going
This
to
is
say, you
good.
get an AK.
If he can deny the AWP,
Got an
throw
aid.
it away, throw it
Get
over
it
the
out.
fence.
Get it out of
Throw
there.
it away, throw the other one away.
No, T-spawn. He has faith. He's got 15k.
Yeah,
he really doesn't
he could
need
just
to.
throw it away. That's...
Yeah, to Chad's point, it means just guarantee they don't get it, but if he survives, it's
equally as
whatever.
good.
It's a non-factor.
Yeah.
It certainly is. But a conversation nonetheless, so 11-3, and Winstrike will have a chance for the 4th. Let's see Elian's play here, because things were looking real dull until he showed up in the server. This angle onto Chopper is where the round started to shift, and waiting after that secret push was an extra cherry on top.
And bear in mind, he was never supposed to save this AWP. It was Mir and the run and gun AK that enabled him to actually save the weapon. It should have been 2 guaranteed frags from him, as I mentioned at that time. He was running and gunning instead of just playing this high angle of the corner, which have netted 2 kills for sure. He heard the fritzers coming, pre-fired it, didn't work out, and it's cost him a round. Sure, they still have 11-3. It's not the end of the world, but just a note, saving the AWP sometimes is enough to win a round by itself.
Uh-oh. Timing on this is going to be everything.
Oh! Some Dayoung, he's just makes the easiest double kill just off the smoke into the line, and 2 members were waiting. It's Lackey and Bondic bonded over their symmetrical scores. 1 kill, 13 deaths for both of them as they join once again into slumber for the rest of this round. Elian, Krizen, and Hobbit staying alert and attempting to overcome quite a large disadvantage they've conceded early here. Last round of the first half here.
Hobbit will have to do some big stuff. We saw it earlier in the piece. He was getting a couple of opening kills. But right now,
Damn.
there's another one.
Yeah, I think just the very, very tip of the head. That's the opening kill. That's low sight under lock now. Hobbit can break the glass, keep him nervous if he wants to. Instead, oh, they're pushing in. CTs want to take some space. And Krizen, he's actually in a position to watch both of these angles. Chopper will find him, though.
Well, that looks like that's going to be it for the half. Winstrike in a 4 versus 2. Elian's still alive, though. He was able to deliver before, but that great play of hiding the AWP means he doesn't have the sniper rifle here. 25 seconds. They do have the bomb. Elian down towards lower. No CT presence there at all. So they're going for a retake setup here, which is fine, making sure they keep everyone together. They'll hear this squeaky door down towards lower now, so you'll see the rotations coming momentarily from ramp. That's why Elian's watching that position like a hawk, but he's low HP, he needs to be careful. Grenades could land on his spot. He'll go for the plant, and here comes the swing.
Oh, trying to stop the plan, no chance. And a 12-3 half on Winstrike's map pick. It doesn't bode well for the Winstrike gang.
Pretend to like you. I hope you feel the same. I take a chance and not lose. I can't pretend to like you. It's just I never thought you were sitting next to me. I don't understand. It's just I never seen you smile. You wanna make out, give me a second. Chance and not lose. I can't pretend to like you. I can't pretend to like you. I hope you feel the same. I take a chance and not lose. I can't pretend to like you. I can't pretend to like you. I hope you feel the same. I take a chance and not take a chance and I can't pretend to like you.
We continue with Winstrike versus Spirit, and already it seems like Mir and some Die Young are not ready to let this one slip away. They don't want to let that unbeaten streak end in their final game of their group, and so far so good on Nuke.
Not so good for the likes of Bondic and Lackey, though. Posting 1 kill each in that first half only led into 3 rounds, and some of those were just individual performances of greatness. We saw a great round coming in from the likes of, who was it? It was Elian. He's the only one who really stepped up for them in that time. We'll see whether he can have any massive impact here. A must-win pistol. If they don't get it, call it pretty much done.
Ooh, Molly on the hut failed. I wonder if that's going to catch them off. It doesn't look like they're committing to it. But they may operate under the assumption that it will be clear. God flash from Chopper. And off they go. Krisen safe from it, and if he doesn't hit his shots, he's going to get caught, and Magic's will. 2 quick ones for the star of their show. There is one heaven. Magic's looking to survive. He's wiggling around, and he will get caught. Hobbit eventually shuts him down. It's down to Mir. He's got a lot of time and a P250. Only a P250. No Kevlar on that.
Yeah, he needs to cut this one down to size pretty quickly. The timing looks very good for him as well. It'll be Lackey who doesn't check this spot.
He's doing it
just yet.
thoroughly.
Yeah, this is a kill. Lovely catch. Lackey goes down. Mir thorough.
Hobbit was spotted towards heaven before, so he's got a good idea that he's towards the upper bomb site here. Hobbit talking himself in towards the CT vent. It looks like he's done enough there. Should be a guaranteed frag, and there we have it. 12-4.
I want to make a bit of a note right now. After that first half, there were only 4 multi-kill rounds for Winstrike. Hobbit had 3 of those, I believe.
Yeah.
So right now, he's just grabbed himself another multi-frag round. He's the only one in the team who has multiple. Elian has 1, and everybody else is sitting there with 0 to their name. So unless they can start warming up here, this still should be a pretty quick one because Spirit have been battering them.
I don't like this force buy in the second round. I think AKs on the third is so much more powerful on Nuke, but they're up against MP9, so who knows? Samdai Young with the Desert Eagle. There'll be Chopper outside as well. So a slow approach for now, as Mir actually tries to make his way towards ramp room. So at a few outside smokes, looks like a lower split to me, focusing mainly towards ramp, 1 towards secret. And we'll see the defense in the form of Lackey here. Bear in mind, he's barely had any impact as of yet. Does some damage and might consider dropping down.
Yep, we can hear the ramp steps, lots of them. Elian has an M4, so he's going to want to play a more passive line. Ooh, it looks like Chopper's managed to just walk dry across to secret.
It's his dual lower that is the key one here, because if they can find a freebie, then they can come down ramp. He knows the player is close to him because of that smoke, and all of this is being currently conveyed. So, oh, a little unlucky there. Does a lot of damage.
Kristen's actually going to get out of the vents to help them. He's using that smoke, he'll be hiding within it, and eventually does get caught. Perhaps there's a second chance. There's Magix, he's got another with the Deagle. Towards the top side, Bondik's in trouble. He will get traded by some Die Young. The bomb's within their grasp. Really shouldn't have a chance at this one. Lackey's got such a premium spot.
Yeah, it's looking good for him. They'll go for the plan here, and does he swing? Apparently not. Hopper still trapped towards the vents. Low HP for a couple of these players, but a fantastic shot is delivered. They get the M4, and it will be Team Spirit making those Deagles work. And that's Winstrike now on the force by themselves. It's actually worse than losing the pistol, Chad. You don't get $900, you're stuck with 14.
And I think they have to buy, right? With the current scoreline right here, if you let them have that 14th round on the board, you know that your buy going into defend round 15 is also going to be terrible. That shot right there, that sealed the deal, didn't it? I think they have to buy, and they have. The scout comes out, CZ75s, a couple of smoke grenades.
This decides the game for me. If they don't win this one, they're going to be 14-4 down when the eco territory where it has to be force buy. So Team Spirit can close it out very early if they pick this one up. They've got AK-47s and an M4.
You saw the tease mollying ramp room. That's how much they're anticipating some aggression in this one. They're well aware that Winstrike are up against the ropes, and the cornered animals, they tend to bite the hardest. Oh, okay. 2 damage all the way through that wall.
Yeah, the wall bang, it always seems like fun. It's always something that I attempt, but clearly the damage is very, very minimal.
Trivial, I'd say.
Yeah. Maybe the sound cue is about all that you could be getting from that, but where Hobbit was spamming, he was so far back. It's nothing to even get concerned with. And speaking of so far back, Elian's had to drop all the way back towards the ladder base position. Pushed back by a couple of nades. Just the face of the AK is more than enough. Flashes are good. Here he goes. Unable to get the tag. Will cop a little bit more damage here. If he goes down, that's the linchpin player of Yard gone.
Well, he's already been taken to 57. Hasn't managed to land any damage just yet. Maybe Bondik can have a better run of it. He'll push towards Hut, been spotted by Samdai Young, and he's aware they'll be encroaching on his position. So he starts to reel it in as Mir opens things up. That's with the M4A4. Looking for a couple of kills here. He knows Elian with that scout towards the top of the ladder. Grenade lands at his front door as well. Needs to be careful here. 9 HP could have created. As we'll see them have a 5-on-4 still. 30 seconds remain. Elian still there with the scout. No one really damaged. So the pistols shouldn't be a massive problem for Team Spirit. And in terms of lower presence, just 1 down there.
The time's making me a little nervous, but it should be neat and tidy. Krisen's still on top side. Now the Jules start fighting. Disbalance does find the first. Elian will not be able to contest the plan, although his wallbangs aren't far off. Lackey's the only chance, and he has got a shot onto Mir. Perhaps a second. Disbalance keeps it tidy, and the bomb is down. Samdai Young, he made sure that went down.
Oh, I was getting nervous then. Why is no one watching the ladder position?
24 seconds, goodness.
5 players alive, and no one thinks about the flank. But Only 1 kill given away. I guess I can't be too mad about it. Winstrike will have $2,000, and like I said, they pretty much have to force it. There's no way they're recovering a 15-4 score.
That's my thing anyway, Henry. I'm the one who gets mad at the buys and the straps.
Yeah, that
and
is.
calls,
You're on the bingo
So
card.
they can't get it if you're the one getting mad.
That's
People
true.
at home, they need to make sure it's done in the right way. No cheating.
No cheating here.
One of them was
sure.
Machine loses his mind, which I think you just win by default.
Well,
Yeah, I guess if a big play happens, you just scratch that one off the card. It's done.
No, I mean, I've lost my mind, Henry.
Oh, just in general.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
It's lost.
Okay.
I
That's
can't
done.
find it. You can scratch that one off straight away.
oof.
Missed shot. 14-4. This was Winstrike's map pick. It doesn't bode well for Mirage. I am interested to see if there will be more resistance. But let's
there
get
will
across
be.
the line first. Because right now, it does seem like Team Spirit, they shrugging off this CT side, and they're presenting only the pistols again, tagged up towards the ramp room. Lackey will not be caught by the incendiary, avoids the flash nicely as well. I always find it interesting to see the procedures to taking this. It's always such an awkward fight. It makes me so uncomfortable to try and take these headshot fights, but seems like Hobbit's having no issues. He'll be able to get the first and disappear. Mission complete for him. He did have a casualty in the process, though, and it seems Mir's got down lower, so now Spirit can start to spread their creep.
40 seconds here. Still looking good for the time. CTs with no kits and no Hobbit. As the double kill is found by Mir, very well handled, I have to say. Looking for that map point on their opponent's pick here. Looks like a lock-in if you ask me at this stage. It'll go down towards lower. There's one rotation in the form of Crizin, but that's down towards events. But no one watching them. Could be an issue. We'll see.
It's a safe plan. They're actually playing from very conservative positions right here. It would be extremely difficult for Crizin to find a way in, but potentially sneaky beaky, like playing under the guise of the smoke. He gets one.
He's not ready for the guy behind him, though, and some die young. Yeah, you said their position's pretty much guaranteed it, and it certainly feels that way now. Elian wiggling his mouse in dissatisfaction. He's got himself a USP to try and find 3, and I think he's realized he'd rather just have another go for match point, or map point. I need to correct myself
Might
again.
get an AK onto Mir here if he just pokes his head up at the right time, and there it goes. The window's gone. And it will just be the force for Winstrike to close this one out. They get 2,400 as the loss bonus in the next round, which means you'll see more of the same, more CZs, more light utility, but nothing exciting.
Well, the shotgun's exciting. That could come out.
That's true. Which one?
Mag 7 I'd like to see.
Okay, not an auto shotty fan.
No, kind of over it. I haven't seen it have big impact recently. I feel like the Mag 7 could deliver.
MP9s, we know you're a massive fan
I
of
am a
those.
big fan. MP9's mid on all maps at this point.
Even Dust 2?
Maybe not Dust 2.
We go lower dark, I guess.
Yeah, that could work. You can smoke Xbox and then go to a lower. So, should be the final round of play. Winstrike, definitely worthwhile trying your hardest and keeping in this one, get warmed up, make the scoreline a bit more respectable, get over this loss. As they've got Mirage coming up next, where things probably don't get any easier for them. This is their map pick. Team Spirit want to be on Mirage, so doesn't bode well at all. Let's see if they can make anything around number 20. Trying to avoid 16-14, or 4, I should say.
Taking some chances. Mir was on that silo, keeps the outside presence though. I'll keep Elian trained on all of the possibilities.
I'm glad they're being cautious about this, right? They're not just rushing it. They're actually well aware that every single round is losable, taking their time, getting every single little bit of information they need, making sure that the right strategy is called. Smoke's lined up. Away they go.
Deeper smoke, rather Molotov towards Secret this time, and another one for maximum security. Chopper's going to be working around them. Crizin, he hears steps in lobby. His responsibility will be that hut push. Great work from Bondik. You take the first, and if Crizin gets this, suddenly their chances increase tenfold. Now they've got both. It's only some die young, and he's going to get caught by Lackey. That will be Winstrike's 5th, and they'll happily take an AWP upgrade.
Well, they're back in the race now. It's going to take 10 rounds in a row on their map pick. Not outside the realms of possibility. We will see a buy available for Team Spirit here as IDIS Balance will be dropped the AK-47. So Winstrike will have a cash injection now. They're going to have rifles. As they manage to make the MP9s work, Team Spirit just need one. How do they find the knockout punch? They're not going to take a pause just yet as they are reasonably equipped, not fully. You can see Magix and Mir with almost no utility there. A couple of smokes between them.
I'd be happy with a pace change now. The slow methodical stuff was cool when you knew you were up against the pistols, but now they have a full buyout on the board. A pace change could catch them off guard. You can see here it looks like more of the same. Spread default right now, just waiting out early utility, nothing crazy. Both teams were very slow at the start, right? Didn't feel like they had a clear directive on their T side of where they wanted to end it up. They just know that this CT-sided aggression is a huge thing on the CIS region. There it is.
He's getting destroyed now. Someday Young can't hold on. The flashbangs are looking good. Very aggressive in Winstrike. Taking matters into their own hands. They have full lobby control, forcing Team Spirit towards outside and presumably Secret. And the rotations are coming now. It's a race down to the bottom. Who will make it to lower first? Elian's already down there, the AWP. Scrambling now with the sniper rifle. And he gets towards window.
Hobbit's been winning this duel very cleanly on his T side. We'll see if he can do it on the defense. Well, he's gone on the flank. Krizen, however, does find the AWPer. 4 versus 3. That advantage still maintained for Winstrike. Traveling as a pack. Oh, Elian didn't quite get to see enough through that smoke, but as it fades, great work, Lucky. He only gets the 1. Perhaps there's something left for Mir to contribute, but with a shot like that from Elian, and with only 30 seconds left on the clock, Chopper, he doesn't have to break it, but he does make a sound cue. And oh my God, a miss. Elian desperately retreating. With 19 seconds, he could try and grab the bomb. Bondik's got the upper rotation through vents. He will have to commit lower. Krizen, maybe there's a safe plant here for Chopper. If he gets behind the silo, he's cooking with gas.
He's got something. And Krizen's made some footsteps as well. So Bondik with the pre-fire does a lot of damage, that should win the round. And indeed it will. So well played from Winstrike here, starting to get warmed up. The likes of Bondik certainly does need some frags here. You don't want to be ending a map on 1 kill. So if anything, just to get his confidence up, that does help.
Yeah, you want to get him online for sure. More than capable fragger, seen as a safe pair of hands. It's odd to see such a low-scoring game from him. This was how it started, though. They got that early frag thanks to Lackey and even managed to take 2 before Mir caught him.
So if you're Spirit at this point, something really fast because you know the aggression's coming in, you don't have to do a rush straight off the bat because they'd probably expect it, but more of a late attack. Like let them throw out their standard protocol nades, the Molotovs, the smokes, all the flashes, and then you can go for a bit of a pounce along those lines. Try and catch them with their pounce down. They're working out for the Secret Smoke's yard. SDY putting the fear in their minds that, look, somebody could have dropped down the vent.
Those are the outside smoke lineups they've been opting for. They look a lot easier, actually. That deeper one that you were throwing, Hank, looked like a mystery to line up. This one
it's
looks a
because
little
they
easier.
removed the vent on Team Spawn, so you can't do it as easy anymore.
They did it. A perfect gap. Nice incendiary and a chance for Elian, and they're all crossing. He will hit the shots, as will Bondik. Perfect work from Winstrike.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. It's not going to be looking good for the plan for Team Spirit. They'll get down towards lower, but Hobbit, he hasn't missed many shots so far. He'll be ready and waiting. Lackey there as well. He has missed a few. Let's let him get some kills up here, Hobbit.
God, there's nothing he can do at this point, is there? Look at their setup. So everyone's waiting for you, and they've got better weapons too. Lackey happy to collect some of the easier frags he's been able to find as he reaches double digits. And Winstrike, they reach 7. The issue being...
Why are they... Ooh, hold on. Have they got enough money to buy here?
Yeah, there's a Mac 10 out on Chopper.
Okay.
There's a Galil as well in play, so maybe this is where we see the pace change coming on
Honestly,
through.
it might actually help them out. You're probably right here. Just to them to throw caution to the wind and someone to find a gap or a gut feeling and just get that one frag
He's
required.
got the best spawn as well. Well, he had the best spawn. He just spent a couple of seconds shooting out windows, so here we go.
Oh. Sundae stopped in his tracks, but it does reduce some of that nade damage he was about to take. Krizen hit by the flashbang, and he still gets both! Holding down Mouse 1, he can't believe his luck as Magix and Chopper flood into Hut. Sundae can find him here. He's so low. The wallbang's not going to connect, though, and it just balances Will. 3 versus 3, and the chaos continues. Lackey from behind. He's gone all the way through ramp, and he's been met by Sundae Young, finding his 20th frag. Disbalance still topside. Hobbit panicking alongside Elian. They are paired up, though, for the rest of this round.
2 versus 2 to close things out here. Team Spirit will have Sundae Young and I Disbalance using the buddy system, and that's funny because Winstrike are doing the exact same thing. Towards lobby they go. Trying to protect the AWPer here. The VIP, and Sundae Young, if he goes down, he's got the bomb on his back there. He's in a precarious position. They're coming from lobby. If he checks it again, he's dead for sure, and they have no idea the CTs are right behind Mr. P. And luckily, Elliot misses a shot. Are they going to just jump down towards lower?
Oh, I don't love this. Winstrike win this round.
Didn't know where to go, do they?
Yeah. Winstrike win.
Disbalance. Finding the first of this clutch. And trying to sell the fake, trying to get the AWP to rotate lower, but he was so far away he didn't hear the cue. He will just commit down lower instead.
Oh, he's
Being too
overthinking
tricky,
it.
yeah.
Oh,
He's
it's worked out
working.
perfectly.
That's
in fact.
enough.
Damn, I didn't think that sound cue would even reach him. He takes a hook, line, and sinker. That's
wrecked him.
unreal, really.
Look at that. Gobbles it up, gets his knife and fork out, and eats up that bait for breakfast. Elian,
wild.
he's going to be... Oh my goodness, he's so loud. He's so loud, and
How's
his
he missed
balance
it?
has missed it. My God, he's got to try and finish with the Glock. He does it eventually. The clutch from Disbalance puts Spirit on the map. They'll take the first of this series.